Hey everybody, it is Mindy, and I am here to chit-chat for a little while. Yeah, chit-chat, you know. I am working on my flower pot bestie, which is my current project with Suzanne. I will have pictures later of Suzanne's progress. She's cruising right along, you guys. Cruising right along. I think I gotta step up my game here. She's gonna beat me. Anyhow, we're still waiting on the prize to come. She's the one that ordered it. She checks like every day, and it's just not here yet. Just not here. All right. So anyhow, trying to figure out where to put that so I don't spill it. You know, me lately, I've been spilling things, but anyhow. So when it is here, I will definitely show you what the deal is, what you're getting, that kind of stuff. And I haven't told you how to win that yet, but I think that it's just going to be the last video is what I'm thinking. We make it very simple, just one video. You'll comment on that video. You might have to answer a question. Yeah, I think I'm going to make you answer a question. So I hope you've been paying attention. But, yeah, I think you'll answer a question, and then we'll, pull a winner. And hopefully you answered the question correctly. I know this is the teacher in me coming out. I'm sorry. I apologize. But, sometimes I just got to do it. It's never going to go away, guys. It's just part of my nature. So, anyhow, it's probably going to be, I still have this whole back side of this to do, so I got a ways to go yet. So it's probably going to be a couple more weeks. I'm assuming the end of June. All right, so I'll pay attention for that. Like I said, I will put Suzanne's progress in here, probably at the end. It's easiest for me to do it at the end. Maybe I could just stop and put a clip in the middle and show you her stuff first before I go on with the WIP and chat. I did do that one time. But once I get talking, I just keep talking and talking. I don't want to stop and make a split for, I could edit it in, I suppose, but I'm not that good. Just not that good. Anyhow, we'll see how it goes. So just end of June, be watching out for, what's going on with the giveaway. Okay? Other news. My gosh, you guys. Okay, so I will say I had a great weekend's worth of videos. I had some sneak peeks from different companies. I went live with Amy from Crystal Canvas Art, and that was a huge success. It was a great weekend, YouTube-wise, for me. So great, in fact. Oh, and then the pop-up live I did with my kids. That was fun. It's been a great weekend, and it has pushed my subscriber numbers up. They are growing, exponentially right now. It's not like 1 or 2 a day. I'll look at my phone and it'll be like, oh, 5, 10. I'm like, what is going on? It's going so fast right now, you guys, with new subscribers, that I'm almost at 3,000. And I didn't think that was anytime soon. Sooner than I had thought. Way sooner than I had expected, you guys. So I was saying to my husband yesterday, I was like, wow, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. I'm like, do I do a giveaway? I should do a giveaway, right? 3,000 is a big number. I did one at 2,000. I should probably do one at 3,000. So, yeah, I've been working on that. This morning, looking at some stuff, ordering some stuff, yeah, and trying to put together a nice package. It's not going to be like 3 packages. I know some people have done like 3 different ones because it's a 3,000 subscriber, but I didn't do that. I'm doing one. One that I'm liking it a lot, you guys. It's based around a theme, and when I get everything, of course, then I'll show it to you, and I'll make the announcement as to how you can be entered to win it. Yeah. So I am working on a 3,000 subscriber giveaway. You guys, it's just been amazing. Totally, totally amazing. I am just blown away, blown away, blown away by how fast I've gotten to 3,000. It's just amazing. Seriously amazing. I have some new members. I think I have shouted everybody out, but let me get my list real quick. Real quick. I'll be right back. As a matter of fact, you can probably still hear me talk while I get it. All I did was take my mic off. All right. The most recent subscribers are Dawn Edwards, not subscribers, members are Dawn Edwards, GMR, which is Gwenda, and Melly. I'm not certain I've shouted out Melly yet. She might not have had a shout out yet. So here's your shout out, Melly. Thank you for becoming members of the channel. I have been putting up some pictures and some videos. Square Drill members, that's the second tier. They're the ones that get the videos, and everybody else gets pictures and little updates. Get some sneak peeks of things. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. A little sneak peek of things to come. So that's where we're at with that. Thank you so much for becoming members. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching videos. All that stuff. Just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot express my gratitude enough or my amazement as to where we're at right now. Okay, I may have to get up and just put the dog up on the couch and close the door. Let me explain. She's out there in the living room and she's just whining away, whining, whining, whining. I'll talk about that when I get back. I'm going to take a little break here. I'm going to take care of her. This will be a good break in my video for Suzanne's pictures. And then I'll come back and do the whole WIP and chat part. I think I took care of the business end. Can you hear her? She's pathetic. I'll talk about it in just a minute. Okay? I'll be right back. Okay, back to where we were. I think I've got her settled on the couch and she might be taking a little morning nap there. She's in a terrible state today because she went to the vet yesterday and she had her teeth cleaned. This dog has had the worst teeth since the day we got her. She loses teeth. It's bad. So she got her teeth cleaned. She had 4 teeth pulled. The poor girl, I think all she has left are molars in the back. I know. So imagine she got 4 teeth pulled. That would make anybody a little cranky, right? And on top of that, she had a mass, like a cyst, kind of in her armpit, and they removed that. So she has like a 4-inch incision in her armpit area. Yeah. She's not a happy girl. I can't blame her. So she's been getting some extra love and pampering and whatnot. It's hard to pick her up. I mean, she's a little dog. She's not supposed to go downstairs. She can't jump up in her chair like she normally does. So I have to pick her up. I have to carry her, blah, 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 blah. When we got home yesterday, my husband, who had worked some overtime again, was tired. And he was taking a nap or resting. And I went in. I wanted to show him, Toffee's incision and stuff like that. And he was laying in bed. And we looked at her for a few minutes. And she snuggled in. And she stayed there for about 2 hours. She never sleeps on our bed, let alone with him. But he let her stay there, covered her up with a blankie, and she was like passed out. I went for a walk and I left the two of them in bed sleeping, and when I got back, he was up and she was still just passed out. Totally passed out. So poor girl. I feel so bad for her. I mean, I know she's going to feel a whole lot better getting this big lump out of her armpit, getting her teeth fixed up. She's going to be eating soft foods for quite a while, maybe forever now. I don't know, because she has, very few teeth. Anyhow, it's got to feel better. So while they were taking their nap, I decided to go for a walk. I went for a walk. And did that just take all my wax? Well, it surely did. There it is right there. A glob of wax right there. Goodness. I hate that sometimes. All right, let's start with fresh wax. Sometimes I don't know if you do it, but I'll try to just add more wax if I feel like I'm getting low. And sometimes the two waxes don't gel together very well. You know what I mean? Anyhow. Okay, I went for the walk. Went across the road, walked down their street, whatnot. And I was coming home. Now, we live on a dirt road, and as I'm heading home, I can see, about where my yard starts, my property anyhow starts. And what do I see? But a creature come walking out of my yard into the street. I looked and I was like, that is that damn fox. It's the fox. Are you kidding me? He just walked right out into the street. He stood in the middle of the road. He watched me. I was walking towards him. He stood there for a minute maybe and just watched me as I walked closer and closer and closer. And then when I got, closer, he scooted off across the street into the field over there. The street is lined with bushes and trees and shrub and whatnot. And then on the other side of all that is a farmer's field. He's over there somewhere. I was like, I'll be darned if oh my gosh, he's just come out of my yard or out of my property. And I'm like, last I knew, my husband was in bed sleeping. I'm like, okay, am I going to be missing another chicken or a duck? So I get to the yard and I go to the pond first. Count 10. Okay, ducks are all there. They're in the water. They probably went in the water when he came through. He probably came cruising through. They hopped into the water and he was like, well, shoot, missed those. And he kept going. Then my next concern is the chickens. I realized at some point my husband must be up because the shop's open and stuff like that. So I go to the chicken coop. Luckily, all my chickens were in the chicken coop. I told my husband, I did not have my phone on me. I was like, if I would have had my phone, I could have called him and said, honey, I'm going to stop right here, come out to the street. Yeah. But no phone. So that thing is taunting us. It has been in the trap. It has eaten the bait. It has not been caught. Are you kidding? So the chickens and the ducks can only get out late in the afternoon now if I'm outside and I'm going to be outside or very attentive to what's going on outside. I mean, I can't be in here making videos and doing stuff like that and just have the chickens and the ducks wandering around. That's, not going to happen. So they're getting less time outside than they used to. But at least, I can watch them and know that they're safe. We got to get this box. You guys, we got to get it. When I saw it yesterday, this was one of the best views I had of it. Last time I saw it when it was running away, I didn't really get that great a look. I was in a panic. And, yeah. But this time I got to see it really, really well. And it's really think of a big fluffy cat, you know, like maybe a, what's that one cat? Maine Coon. A Maine Coon cat. My friend has a Maine Coon. Big old cat, right? The fox is about that size. A little bit bigger, maybe. It looks much bigger because of all the tail, but when I got a good view of it yesterday, it's not big at all. It's, like I said, it's about the size of a Maine Coon cat, possibly a little larger. The body is not very big. Anyhow, gotta get him. Got to get him. I don't want to live the rest of my summer around here, you know, worried every day about my animals. Not even chickens and ducks, but my dogs as well. When I let my dogs out to go to the bathroom, because he has been right out in the side yard where they go out and go to the bathroom. He's got to go, guys. Got to go. All right, enough about that. Let's get on to what the point of this whole project was about, and that is hashtag helping friendship bloom, right? And please go post some pictures on Instagram with that hashtag helping friendship bloom. Love to see your pictures. All right. So it's about friendships. You've heard about my early childhood friendship, my friendship from 3rd grade on, still my friend. And I did get my card from her, my birthday card from her. A couple days early, actually. So, talked about that friendship. So I'm going to continue with my friends, okay? I'm not, like I said, a person who's had tons and tons of friends. I have very few friends, but very close friends. If you're one of my friends, you're like a friend for life, and you're extremely important to me. So I didn't really make any more friends throughout my young adult life with children and things like that. I mean, some of the neighbors, some of the kids' friends, moms, you know, I was friendly with. Still, you know, my son's best friend, I still, you know his mom, still would be friendly with her, gone to the kids' open houses, you know, things like that. But we don't do anything else. It's not like we hang out. You know what I mean? They're not the kinds of friends that I just hang out with or share my life with or things like that. So my next real friendships came about when I started teaching school. When I got my job, got hired in with the district, and in the first year, I met one of my good friends. We taught at the same building. We were both new that year, both hired the same, almost, I think, the same day. There was a whole group of us that were hired the same day, or at least the same week that year. And we taught at the same building. She taught 3rd grade, and I was teaching 4th. Okay. We weren't close friends that year, but we knew each other, you know, through being staff members together. All right. So the next year, all of us that were hired that year had to find a new job, basically. And we had this big meeting, and we got to go in and like look at which jobs were available, and then by seniority, by your seniority number, you got to pick. So highest seniority got to pick first which job you wanted, so-and-so down the list. Now, mind you, she's a couple of numbers ahead of me in seniority, although we were hired on the same day, right? And she got to pick first. So I wanted a 3rd grade position in a certain building, and she took it. I was like, dang, that's what I wanted. Okay. Got to me, there was still a 5th grade position in that building and a 1st grade position in that building. So when it finally got to my number, which was, you know, just a few people after that, I picked the 5th grade position in that building. And I was like, well, at least I'll know her. At least I'll know McKay. That's her name, McKay. And so I'll know somebody. She'll be in 3rd. I'll be in 5th. Okay. Then another person that I didn't know yet was sitting there also waiting to pick one of those positions, and she wanted one of those positions in the same building just like we did. So each time one of us picked one, she was like, oh, that one's gone. And then I picked the next one and she was like, oh man, now that one's gone. Well, she managed to get the 1st grade position at the same building. Not what she really wanted, but she took the 1st grade position just to be at that building. It was one of those buildings that just had a good reputation around the district. We're a large district, and we had quite a few buildings at the time. We've since closed several, but at the time there were quite a few, and this one just had a good reputation. And we all wanted to be there. I wanted to be there because it's where my kids went to school. It was the building that both of my children went to school, and I wanted to be there. I knew a lot of the teachers there. I liked what they did there. I wanted to be in that building. So anyhow, we all ended up there and became friends. It took a while to become friends. I will tell you this. The 3rd person to choose her position there is Kelly. And Kelly was really like, she held a grudge for a minute or two that we had both taken the other 2 positions that she'd wanted. And she didn't get those. But it didn't last long because it's just the way that we are. We are all very nice people, very caring. We're great. We're great. I'm just going to say that. The 3 of us have become the best of friends. We really have. School brought us together. And we do things together all the time. We have gone away for a weekend together. We have lunches all summer long together. Hopefully we're going to be able to have some lunches this summer. Things have calmed down a little bit here, and we can start to maybe see each other and have some lunches, because that's really one of the highlights of our summer. We get together and we would, have lunch like once a week, pretty much. Yeah. So we've become the best of friends. Okay. I will say that I do more with Kelly than McKay. All right. It's just the way it is. I don't know. It's just the way it is. I think it's because eventually, a few years later, down our journey at the same building, I got bumped out of, I ended up in 3rd grade. First year there was 5th grade. Then I went to 3rd grade, and I was in 3rd grade for 3 years, starting my 4th year when I got bumped out. They didn't need a 3rd grade teacher. They needed a kindergarten teacher. I was like, what? No. I was distraught. But this is the way things used to be in our district all the time. People would move around like that. You'd get bumped around all the time, from grade to grade, from building to building, depending on what the needs were. So I got bumped to kindergarten and totally freaked out. No, I can't teach kindergarten. It's the only grade I never wanted to teach was kindergarten. No, I can't do it. Well, this time, Kelly had been moved or bumped, however you want to call it, to kindergarten. So she was a kindergarten teacher. She looked at me and she said, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. She said, I'll help you. I'm like, oh, that's so awesome, because I have no idea what I'm doing in kindergarten. She says, I got your back. I got you covered. We can do this. I'm like, okay. She goes, I'll just show you what I do. I'm like, all right. We worked together in kindergarten for many years. I don't remember how many exactly, but quite a few. Eventually, she got bumped out of kindergarten. Not only did she get bumped out of kindergarten, she got bumped out of our entire building. Saddest day of my life right there. I was like, no, you can't take her away from me. No, she can't go. And she did. She went to a different building. It was so sad. Now, McKay got to stay. McKay and I stayed. And McKay, ironically, is the only person that I can think of that started in 3rd grade as a 3rd grade teacher and always got to stay there. She never got bumped out of 3rd grade. With all the changes and everything, she never got bumped out of 3rd grade. Isn't that something? Only person I know that happened to. Everybody else got jostled around. Not McKay. Lucky her, right? Lucky her. So, anyhow, Kelly moved to a different building, and it was just devastating. And it broke up our little school friendship, because let me tell you what, the 3 of us did so many things together. We would get together after school to just, I'll say debrief. You call it what you'd like. May have started with a B, may have been the B word. But, you know, there were so many things going on. We just needed each other, and we relied on each other. There was a point in time at school when they did a Biggest Loser contest, because Biggest Loser was huge on TV, and we decided we should do a Biggest Loser contest, right? And it was a buddy style that season. We had a teammate, a friend, and so we buddied up, and of course I picked Kelly. We were both, let's just say, quite overweight. She would not mind me saying that, because it's true. We know it's true. And we became partners, and we were determined. We were determined. Because of our friendship and our working together, we each I lost 70 pounds. I mean, that took a few years. We did the Biggest Loser thing for a while at school. But I lost 70 pounds. She either lost 70, 60, something. I mean, dramatic amounts of weight we both lost, right? And I attributed that to us having each other, to talk about things, to share, to be like, man, I never realized how many times I dipped into the candy jar at school, you know, the kids' candy jar. How many times did I grab a handful of M&Ms or whatever? Just, you know, it was like that. Yeah. So, like I said, we had each other. We did, helped each other in many ways. She helped me when I got to kindergarten. We always wanted to team teach. We tried to get our principal to let us teach together. It never happened, though. We had a room that was actually kind of joined together. It's hard to explain, and I won't get into it. But we could have team taught in the same area, but it never came to fruition. But we started hanging out together. We started working out together. Me, Kelly, McKay. McKay did the Biggest Loser thing too. Another friend at that time started joining in with us, working out. She had been an assistant in our building. She wasn't there very many years in our building before she got bumped out and moved somewhere else. Her name is Mary. She lives next to McKay. And it's really been the 4 of us for the longest time. Just good friends, good buddies, So we all started working out together, and it was like if somebody couldn't make it, there were probably 2 of us at least that could. Sometimes it was all 4 of us. It just became a thing, And then, people got moved around and people got jostled around, and that whole group of ours just got kind of split up. Now, work-wise, we did not split up our friendship. Not at all. Our friendship stays strong to this day. They just all, wished me happy birthday the other day. They want to do something for me for retirement. We keep up with each other, our friends, our families, what's going on with our children, that kind of stuff. We've added to our group Susan. She also was at North. She was at North most of her career. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you the name of the school. I just did. Anyhow, and there came a point when her and I both left because of things that happened. And we both chose to leave this building. Didn't like what they did to our building. And we both left and chose a different building. Now, Susan was the first one to retire. And she had to retire fairly young. I don't know, 53 or 50. I mean, she was 55. I don't know. She was young. Because she had her 30 years in. She retired. McKay retired next. And now I've retired. Mary, who's an assistant, is like really, really thinking that she wants to retire. She wanted to work a couple more years, but not certain she can, hold out. We'll see what happens with that. And then there's Kelly. Kelly. Poor Kelly. She's the one, she's younger. She's, she's younger than all of us. And she's kind of, she's going to be there for a while. Can't retire yet. Not even possible to retire with any pension really at this point for her. So we'll just have to keep supporting her. Now, we know what it's like. So anyhow, that's my group of best friends now. I have Kelly to thank for being married. Yep, I have Kelly to thank for being married because she had invited me to go to a softball game, I think, for one of her girls. She has 2 girls. And she invited me to come see a game. And I was like, okay. So I was going to the game. It was in the summer. And I'd stopped at a convenience store on my way there to grab a pop, to have something to drink at the game. That's when I ran into Dale. That very day, on the way to that game, is when I ran into Dale. So if I had not been going to the game for her daughter, stopped to get a pop, I would not have met him again. I would not have reconnected with him. So thank you, Kelly. I thank her all the time for that, and she knows it's because of her. I ran into him again. So, yeah, she's my, I hate to classify, categories in order, but, she would be my best friend. And, McKay's my best friend, but you know what I mean? There's just something, Kelly and I have just a little extra something. Yeah. So, that's my best friend. I know that I could tell her anything in the world, and I have. I've shared a lot with her, She has a husband that's just, oh man, he's hard to explain. He's a kook and a half. Loves to pick on me any chance he gets. Yeah. He's a good guy, though. He's just, I got to give him a hard time. Always got to give him a hard time. But then he gives me a hard time, so we're even. But love her girls to death, Yeah. We celebrate birthdays, all that. It's just, she is my best friend. I could share stuff with the others as well. It's just, there's just a little extra closeness between her and I. So, that's my group of friends. That's my core group right there. And that's really my only real group of friends. People that I actually physically hang out with, see, do things with, that kind of stuff. I have some other friends, and that will be the next video. They're a different type of friend. But this is my actual physical do things with, visit with, see kind of friends. And that's the 4 of them. All through work is where I met them. Wouldn't trade them for the world. They are all special in their own ways. All of us have had our own ups and downs and trials and tribulations, and it's not my place to talk about them. But we've always been there to support each other, be it health-wise, job-wise, relationships, children, whatever it is, you know. We're always there to support each other. Work, of course. You know, we understand work together. Like, you know, even though we ended up in all different buildings, eventually we all end up in different buildings. We still understand the basic, you know, district-wide issues of things going on, kids, parents, whatnot, and have always been there to support each other. If it's nothing more than to just listen to somebody, carry on. You know, got to get stuff off their chest, because Lord knows there's lots of stuff to get off your chest sometimes. And you don't have to be in the same building or have dealt with the same teachers or children or families to be able to support each other in that way. We all get it. We've all done it, lived it, been there. We get it. It's not an easy road, folks. I mean, you'll hear some teachers talk about how great it is and all that. And it's not an easy thing. It's not easy. It just isn't. I'll just put it out there. It's hard. It's not all a cakewalk and flowers and roses and unicorn farts. And, you know, it's not. So, but that's my besties. That's them. Wouldn't trade them for the world. And I hope I get to see them a lot more this summer, because a whole summer without seeing them would be just like torture. No, can't do it. So we're already thinking that we might plan like a lunch sometime soon. We started our lunches. We called them Pinterest lunches. We're all big Pinterest people. And we would look up Pinterest recipes and stuff. And so everybody had to bring something that they found on Pinterest and made to bring to lunch. And sometimes we're just too lazy or too busy or something, and we just go out to eat for lunch. And we will literally sit in a restaurant for 2 to 3 hours. Seriously, literally 2 to 3 hours, sit in a restaurant and just talk, catch up, you know? Yeah. So there's that. And sometimes we don't feel like making Pinterest food, so we just, you know, grab something. But we like to go to each other's houses. You know, have a little rotation, go to somebody's house one day, 1 week, go to somebody else's house the next week, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, the person who hosts always gets to make the dessert, because we realized everybody wanted to bring dessert. The desserts are the best. So the host or hostess gets to make the dessert. And we've had some wonderful, wonderful food at our Pinterest lunches. Yeah, don't need dinner on those days, that's for sure. And again, those will be hours, just hours. We're just together. 2, 3 hours. We celebrate Christmas together. We have a little Christmas gift exchange. That's always fun. Yeah. That's my girls. Love them to death. Next time I'll talk about my other group of friends, my other type of friends I have. I have some other friends. Yeah, I'll talk about them in the next video. Which may be the last video of this series. It may be the video that you comment on for the giveaway. Probably will be. That's fitting. Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's fitting. Anyhow. Alright, so thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for, you know, paying attention to what Suzanne and I are doing. Look for that. I'm going to just probably say right here, it's going to be that next video next week. It won't be the end, the wrap up exactly. It'll just be, yeah, it'll give you a week, and then we'll wrap the whole thing up probably. Sorry, there goes my voice. Yeah. Watch her. I already put Suzanne's pictures up. I made Sorry. Goodness. Sometimes I get talking and it's just like, there goes my voice. And then also at some point I'm going to talk about the 3,000 subscribers. I can't believe that. Wow. I can't believe it. I'm just shocked. Seriously shocked. All right. I think I'm done rambling for now. And I clearly need something to drink to help my throat out here. So I think I'm going to end here and just say thank you, thank you, thank you so much to everybody who just watches a video, listens to me ramble on, enjoys what I do, and yeah, I'm touched, seriously. So until next time, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.